content over everything.
There was a bit of miscommunication between me and Issa. Is it Issa? And I didn't realise he wanted to talk about a particular word.
I did say that.
I know you did, but I didn't hear it properly. So I'm apologising.
So let's move now.
So we've spoken about that, and now we want to talk about a broader topic, which is about free speech. And
can I say something about?
No. Leave any subject to do with that alone. No subject.
I've been trying to speak for like an hour.
freedom of speech. Hold on. Freedom of speech. We'll let the brother speak. Go.
I just want to talk. Alright, so my beef is with every action there is a reaction, right?
Oh, is it?
Let's go.
Now, no. Think about it, right? And I've actually. There was no such thing as, to my knowledge, there was no such thing as transphobia until Caitlyn Jenner came out as transgender. No, wait for it, right? And it wasn't until everyone kept saying, oh, fuck Caitlyn Jenner, who gives a fuck about her? And then that was when they had
holding you.
There was already problems with trans backstage.
When I was
there's been a lot of
I'm 43, yeah. I heard about transphobia when I was around 8.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Kids at school were like,
what about transgender?
making fun of trans. So it's not just a
A great British band, the Kings, called Lola.
He obviously.
I had no idea. Like,
he might live in a farm or something.
the point I'm trying to make is, I don't recall there being any trans.
Innocent. We're gonna break ignorant.
Ignorant?
No, innocent.
I'm talking about every action as a reaction.
I'll just say
right?
you're quite innocent.
How am I innocent?
In a good way.
Bro, he's stating something. It's fine.
You see the best in everything, which is great. We're very jaded people.
Bro, it's fine.
I'm an incredibly hateful person.
I like you, man.
That's why I always say sorry and thank you, pretending to be nice.
Okay, go. Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you think Tommy is racist?
No, he isn't. He's just.
Tommy is not racist.
Okay. Do you think he's an ethno-nationalist?
What's
the difference?
I believe in ethno-nationalism to a certain degree as well.
Can you explain what that is then?
Well, people that are from a particular race or a particular ethnicity tend to be quite tribal and want to be around their own
so
people.
much identity politics and not just for the free speech of the
when you have
whole.
Sikhs,
Because the guy who had the event is called Tommy Robinson.
I'm not
I
saying
understand who it is, but you're going into like.
Alright, you state the subject. You state the subject then. It's bloody moaning. You state
No,
the
it's
subject.
just you're going into a lot of identity. I'm just.
Then you control
Can you
it.
stop yelling? I'm like, let's take this down like 5
You see what I mean?
notches.
You get the opportunity to do it yourself, and you're still moaning.
No,
I
it's not
changed the
about
subject
that.
twice.
I think I've already told you. Like
I just said because she didn't want the N-word. I said, all right,
that
Tommy Robinson.
Okay.
I said, do you think he's a racist? To change the subject again.
But it's not changing the subject. You're going right back to racism. You just said let's get away from racism. You went right back to racism.
Excuse me. I'm getting to a point in relation to.
Can I just explain something? Can I say
black people.
The reason why he's bringing up Tommy Robinson is because there was an event a week ago
I watched
that was
it on YouTube.
freedom of speech, and
it's
so
related
Tommy
to your
Robinson is a
position.
proponent of freedom of speech, and so am I.
And you were there.
Can I say something about
Yes,
that
Harrison.
event, though?
We need a bit of sanity.
Raj.
Come on.
Okay, my point, I don't think the free speech should be limited at all because I think that it leads to a slippery slope.
Get him in. We're having a lot of rowdiness here.
All right. Do you think then that some types of free speech, if perpetuated, no. You lot can give your own examples, right? Because I have one, but I'm not going to give it. I'm saying whatever it is, if perpetuated and allowed to continue, can affect the minds of people and have ripple effects in society negatively.
That's correct.
You believe that can happen?
Yes. Of course. Yeah.
Do you therefore think that if it can have these negative effects, it should be curbed?
No.
Neither do I.
Absolutely not.
So you're happy to have negative ripple effects in society?
Yes.
No, let me explain. No,
We're happy to have freedoms
Go on,
in
you've
society.
jumped. No,
Freedoms.
let him talk, please. Please let him talk. Go on.
I'm saying that we should. I'm saying we should allow it, and we should educate people to be reasonable and question.
Condemn it.
That's much more important.
Wait.
And have a referee, an umpire.
I prefer to hear people's real thoughts.
Come on, man. So I'm saying, let's say I gave big chunks, yeah? Did you fill in the gaps? So I said, basically, you've got these words spread. They cause ripple effects.
Well, let's forget words. Let's talk about ideology.
Ideology, whatever it is. I'm saying that, let's say an ideology talk is what you're basically saying.
I tell you what, there's nobody here that's a Nazi, so why don't we use that? Because that's a really good example.
You don't know that. You don't know that, mate.
There's no one here that's a Nazi.
You might be a smart one. But anyway, go ahead. Go on. Give that
No
an
one's here is a
example.
Nazi.
Go on.
So let's use that as an example.
I wouldn't say that at all.
It's a pretty horrific ideology.
Why?
Let's not argue about why.
Go.
Do we accept it's a pretty horrific idea?
Explain.
So
Go ahead.
if we want, me and Raj are suggesting.
Not worse than Christianity, though, but go ahead.
Go
ahead. Well, exactly.
We are saying that if you are an out-and-out Nazi,
Yeah.
you should get on your soapbox and say that.
Okay.
In front of everyone.
Not that you're a Nazi, the information that you believe in.
You should,
As a Jew,
you should
I
be able
believe,
to
as a Jew,
spill your ideology.
you have a right to
As
say
a
this,
Jew who has been to the concentration camps, who has seen all of this firsthand, I believe that any Nazi that wants to get up and say I hate
You agree
Jews,
with free
I
speech?
believe that all Jews should be murdered, blah blah. I stand by them 1,000%.
Because we want to hear that. We want to hear the evil.
Charlottesville, for example, Charlottesville,
wanna
for
hear
example,
the
I
evil.
believe that I believe that every neo-Nazi that was holding a speech rally that day had the absolute right to
And if they
hold
start
that free
killing Jews,
speech
what I'm
rally.
saying?
Same thing.
And if they end up killing
Killing is against the law. Speaking is not
That's
against
hate
the law.
speech. That's hate speech.
I'm really sorry when you're promoting.
We don't
Raj
believe in
actually
hate
thinks
speech.
you have to say
But
it.
if you're
I want to hear
promoting
what they're saying, so you can condemn them.
Normally people are taught something, yes?
So I want to hear what they're saying
And
and
share
condemn
hate
them.
speech.
For me, I want to hear.
I'm really sorry, but what are you going to do when
Come
they
on, everyone's
start?
talking. Shush. Come on, man. Come on. We can't hear nothing.
So Issa, let's get back to that, what you were saying there.
What are you going to do when they actually start coming for the Jews again? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
The Jews are going to come for us.
I will stand up for myself, and I will stand up for myself. Absolutely.
I don't
Can I just ask a question?
I will fight for my life the same way that I will
ask a
fight.
question?
The same way that I will fight for free speech. So
Can I ask you a
that I will
question?
fight for
Can
my
I
rights.
ask you a
till
question?
the
It's alright to say that
I
when you've got
believe
nuclear
that
weapons.
letting a
It's
Nazi
alright to say that when you've
speak
got nuclear weapons. That's
shows his true evil.
Exactly.
So
I
I
believe
can
the
see
same
him.
thing.
I can see him.
I want the entire world to see how evil they are. I want them to speak out. Let everybody see how evil they are.
my problem is, do you remember the rally, right? Ali Dawah and Mohammed Hijab.
Ali Dawah.
They got brutally attacked by a group of people. They weren't there.
Yes, but once it gets to physical violence, we're moving on to another part. When it gets to physical violence, it's another story.
That was not.
And that's my problem.
You're making it very simplistic.
Can we get one at a time? Is that
You're making it
possible?
very simplistic.
Can we get one at a time?
No, you wasn't there.
Can
You're
we
making
get
it
one
very
at a time?
simplistic.
Is that possible? Because there's no point
As
in
an
filming
American,
it.
I've seen like the effects of everything after Charlottesville. I understand.
So,
Can we time it? Can we time it? Is anyone
Sorry, but England, in the terms of free speech, is worse off than America right now.
What, can we just ascertain exactly what the problem is?
You guys are. We have
We don't have two sides to this argument.
no, not us.
Can there be some one at a time? Is that?
Yeah, we need to like have a
Raj,
conversation.
you represent us. and we're-
I don't represent no one.
Who is debating?
But what I want to
Free speech,
say,
absolutely.
Can I say something? What we're trying to say is that this young lady
Who is
here,
debating?
hold on,
Issa?
this young lady here, has made a point that she's Jewish, and she wants to hear the evil Nazis rhetoric. I want to hear it because when people talk behind closed doors, that's more dangerous in my opinion.
Correct.
I want to hear them and condemn them. They can come down here. I will boo them and I will condemn them and shame
And if
them.
it grows?
The same way, okay, the same way. Hold on, we
that
keep
is a
using-
risk that we can take, but it can grow anyway behind closed doors as well.
We keep using Charlottesville as an example. At Charlottesville, there were, 600 Nazis? There were about 600 Nazis. Do you know how many counter-protesters there were? There was at least 5,000 counter-protesters to the 600 Nazis. Good. If these people didn't decide to have this Unite the Right rally, or whatever the hell it was called, if they didn't decide to have this, you wouldn't even know who these Nazis were. They would be
They'd be in the
congregating
closed
on their
doors,
own
talking.
secretly. When they did it out
It's not about the
loud,
speech.
5,000
Can
people
I just
came
ask,
out.
is it about the
Thousands
freedom of
of people.
speech or is it about the fact that you can get people...
Freedom of speech.
No, this
At the
is
end-
what I'm saying. This is what I'm
I
saying.
understand
Every
what
example
you're
you've given is about, instead of them being hidden,
No,
you
I
know
think
who
that-
they are.
I just
rather
think-
than freedom of
No,
speech.
no,
Do you see what I'm
I
saying?
think that they should
It's
be
the
able to
same
say
though.
whatever they want.
Michelle,
not
I'm
specifically
really
that you know
sorry,
they are.
but when Charlottesville
with
happened,
this
right?
guy, man?
Gavin McGuinness, he did a video afterwards,
I like Gavin
trying to humanize these Nazis so much, saying like, well,
He's
if
a
you didn't try
comedian,
and
you can't
force
use
political
Gavin
You
correctness
can't
on
use
white
Gavin
people,
McGuinness.
they wouldn't become
I watch
Nazis.
Gavin
be an
McGuinness
entry level.
regularly,
And I've met him as well.
along with
Not
people
picking
on the
myself
left.
up, though.
I watch
Not
people on the
picking myself
left
up.
and the right. I
No,
watch
but
Gavin
I know you,
McGuinness
man.
You
regularly.
know, have adult and bloody...
He's crazy. If you take everything
Gavin
that he
McGuinness
says
is a comedian. We need to
realistically,
drop that out of the
you're just as
argument.
crazy as him. You can't take what he says.
He said to
He's
let
a
me say something. He
comedian.
said
And
to
he's
Muslim.
so, he's very, very
You do
Can
that.
I
You
say
do that.
something?
Everybody
Can I say?
can do that.
He said to Muslim Muhammad Hijabi that he doesn't want any Muslims having free speech. He was joking. I was there. I saw
Have you
it.
seen
Once
this
he made a
video?
joke,
Oh my
Ross,
God!
Ross,
I was
doesn't matter,
there.
bro.
I saw it. He was
Leave it, Ross,
joking.
please, don't-
It was
don't-
sarcasm.
don't respond to it. Let's
It's a
get back.
it's a daft
Right.
concept.
All my
Said
point
that they
was...
all inbreed.
They do though. A lot of them.
It's
Okay. But do you
No
believe?
one here.
Do you believe though that he should have the
Freedom
right
against
to
Pakistanis, but
Nobody
you
can
do.
disagree with what your
Whatever
point
he
about the
wants.
ripple effect. No one.
Yeah, my point is, because you filled in, you said, I think you tried to say there should be controls, checks and balances.
He should, but I think he should.
No.
I think that there are certain. Like,
Oh no, you said something else. That's what I was
he's
trying to
not
get.
a proper Nazi.
Excuse me, can we,
I said it was
Remember what
important
I
for these
said?
things to be out in the open.
Out in the open.
And that what we would do
Yeah,
in
it's
retaliation
condemn
is we would we can condemn, but we would educate people.
Right, who?
Because
The people that are brainwashed, or what?
well, everybody that wants to hear
That's what I'm saying. But if
against
they're
this
told,
ideology, rather than allow that ideology to fester. So in
Okay,
other
hold
words,
on.
they can speak openly about their
Right,
hatred,
right.
and we can
Condemn it. openly.
condemn it, but we can also talk about
So we've got to have
how
to counter.
irrational that
Right,
is,
I agree.
and why
So we've got-
we should not believe that.
Okay.
We are not
That's how you
condemning.
teach
Yeah.
society.
No, I agree.
Because it's very dangerous
No,
to
I
start banning.
totally-
Then
I
you
think it's
demonize
similar.
these people that do have
I
these
think we're on a
views
similar.
in society.
I think
we're all on the same kind
I
of
think we're
level.
on a
We're
similar
willing-
wavelength with.
Yeah.
I'm saying pushing the information out there,
Right.
so that we can all assess and look at this. But I'm saying what it seems you're saying is you're going to promote some sort of logic, reason, and rationality in this.
Yes.
And that's my point. Once you've got that in the middle, then you may be successful in what you're saying.
I agree that there's a risk. I accept that.
However, once you start using threats of, oh, my race is going to be wiped out. Have you heard about this? Oh, there's going to be such a small percentage of whites in Europe. Because, have you heard about this? Have you heard about
I've
this?
heard it around the park.
And I'm
yeah.
saying to you, bruv, hold on. What my point is, no matter what logic, reason, and rationality you talk about then, how do you educate someone from not following such an ideology?
What was the ideology?
Well,
You
maybe
said
okay.
people talk about whites
Where's
being
somebody
wiped out.
saying
Anglo-Saxons,
that whites are being
having
reduced in race,
1.6
yeah?
That's not an ideology. That's just a
So their
viewpoint.
demographics
I'm saying
will
part of
deteriorate.
the ideology is this teaching.
Of course it is.
Part,
That's why
in
I
other
say
words,
to them,
the
stop blaming
basis
the
is
Muslims. Stop
that
having
we are
kids.
being wiped out.
So I can
Behind
then
that is what do
I
we
can
do
then
about
watch
it?
my videos.
That
I say,
becomes
look,
the
you can't start
ideology.
saying Muslims are
Do you
taking over.
understand?
Yes,
When
I
you're
understand.
having babies.
So I'm saying to
They're doing
you,
what's normal.
how the hell would you
I said
counter
it
that
earlier as well.
when somebody actually believes in the evidence to say my race is being
can't blame,
wiped
oh, they're not
out?
having
This
kids,
is what
they're
we
not
have to.
having
Raj,
kids.
can you?
Oh, sorry, go.
How
We're
can you?
talking about the birth rates.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Birth rate,
Say
not just that, but they're saying mixed racing.
So somebody, he's not
people
really
not
an
having
ideology,
children.
but what he's saying is somebody's
No,
propagating the
bruv.
view that whites
there
are
isn't-
being wiped out.
Bruv, I'm
right?
saying they're not just saying that. They've now generation identity apparently is one of them.
They're ethno-nationalists.
Yeah, they are.
What
I
my
think they're
point
racist
is,
as well.
whoever it is that's
Well, that
coming
is
up with
really, isn't it?
ideas, for instance, if you teach youngsters, don't mix. That now becomes an ideology, how they behave towards people. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
Absolutely.
Right. So I'm saying to you, how would you counter that?
Because we have public school, right? So
They've
when
been
these
to
people
public
are
school,
saying
but-
this stuff, no, we have
With what?
not public schools, but you know, like American
No,
public
no,
schools.
what
right?
information would you use? One sec.
This
What
needs to
information
be
would you use?
discussed
Okay.
with children. So when this stuff is in the public domain,
No, I'm
it
saying
can
what
be
would you
discussed at
say?
school.
Not just, bruv, listen, we're two adults here. I've given you what they're saying.
you
can't
say
hit me
everybody's a
immediately with an
human.
ideology. I'm going to
You say
think
everybody's
know
a
about this?
human, no matter what
you
color,
know about
religion,
this?
race you are. Everybody's a human.
Listen to what you're saying. Thank you very much. Everyone's a human.
Yeah.
Yes?
Well, why don't you ask
However-
me how do I
Everybody's
counter
a human.
narcissism? Because I don't even have an answer for that necessarily. Not right off the
Hear what I'm
cuff.
saying, hear what I'm saying. It's interesting that you're all for this freedom of speech. When
We
it
are.
comes to the results and so on, you're all ignorant as hell. But let's get back to this.
We're
Once-
not.
Come on, Issa, be fair, man.
Why do you
Bruv,
think
we-
we're-
he
This
just-
freedom
all
of
right.
speech, you know, you stood here
I'm
and
talking about the
insulted
ripple
people
effects.
so much.
Well, listen to what you're. Hear what I'm saying. If you were at the bloody brunt end of it, then probably you would think the same. This is what I'm saying. We're not at the brunt end
We
of
are
it.
at the brunt end.
How do
You
you
called us
know that
ignorant.
when none of us have been on the
I'm
end of
talking about
racism?
reality in society at the brunt end of it. I'm not talking about in Speaker's Corner. I'm saying in daily life,
Right.
if
No,
you're at the brunt end of it,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
how's
like-
she at the brunt end of
I'm Asian
anything?
as well,
Because
man.
And how's he the
Judaism,
brunt
okay,
end of
first of all,
anything? Go on.
Judaism right now,
Come on.
you are aware that the anti-Semitism
I
has
already came last year. Perhaps I
increased
should
by over
bring it up.
50% in the last year in America and in the
White people
UK.
are not on the brunt end of anything.
If I went to Germany now and said to them, the Holocaust
Even the
didn't happen, I'm
class
getting arrested
system
straight away, you know?
God knows how.
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Holocaust.
Prison as
Yeah.
well.
I think that's wrong. I think that's absolutely wrong. If somebody wants, I understand. I
If I went to
understand
Germany
that
right
it's
now and said
a
the
fact.
Holocaust didn't happen, I'm getting shipped straight away, you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, that
If you
even
say
means
slavery didn't happen, nothing happens.
Even though I agree,
I don't think that anything should happen.
There you go. So my point
That's an
is,
easy
But that's not my
one to
fault.
counter.
That's an
That's not
ideology.
reality.
It's still true, though.
You're
That's
not
also
listening.
because
We're talking
that's
about
also
reality.
because in
Don't tell us
America.
we're not listening.
That's
We've got
also
ears.
because
We
it
can't
was
shut
also.
them.
I said
because
reality.
in America, for example, we have the First Amendment, which is absolute freedom of speech.
Okay.
There's no hate speech, there's no nothing, there's no rules for any of it.
Okay.
Absolute freedom of speech in America. That is the First Amendment.
Okay.
I swear there's something about black people, but it's still about status, right?
Right, but that's not entirely. You also have laws against certain things.
Against threats.
Paedophilia. for
Only if you're
example,
inciting
so-
violence.
That's
It's the
what
only way.
what she's saying is to express your views. We dealt with that over there. So, in other words, if you believe that the government shouldn't be there or should be, you're allowed to say it.
Yeah.
If, from my view, the concept of freedom of speech came from where you could not speak against the government. That's what I know about. Yeah. Back in the day, you could not go and say, I don't like this government, da 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 da. I don't like the king.
That's
the
how
queen.
I'm getting
And then our Bill of Rights was written because of tyrannical
That's where it came from. Now we've moved so further on, we've got different ideologies you can't criticise. You see what I'm saying? The arguments become more...
Okay, I have a controversial one.
Okay.
I'm saying that we don't have any
Cause
ideologies.
and
you
effect,
can't-
right?
Hold on, here we go.
Cause and effect.
Yes, my favourite.
Somebody
We're on the free
drew
speech, they're
a
not.
picture of Muhammad in France.
Yes.
They went up and they shot up Charlie Hebdo. That's cause and effect to a certain degree.
Man, you're illegal.
Okay.
It's a crazy person's cause and effect, but it's a cause and effect that happened.
Yeah.
Would you make it illegal for somebody to show a picture of
really good
Muhammad?
point. Hold on, let
Just because of the violence that came from
then we'll hear your
it,
one.
would you ban, because of one incident, at
Freedom
this
of art,
point?
freedom of expression.
I didn't.
I
I'll
agree
be
with
honest.
that.
The problem is with answering your question simply.
I'll let him do it. He's a
Is
Muslim, so
that
he can
hold on. Simply, is it would because your framework is the Sunni
like you're
religion,
small.
then it wouldn't make sense coming from me.
Yeah, but the point she's trying to make
I know
is
what
that
she's saying. Go on.
she's saying that it's a direct. You talked about ripping. She gave you an example of a direct consequence of their actions. So along your lines, why is that not a bannable thing? If you know for a fact that drawing a cartoon of Muhammad, insulting the Prophet Muhammad, results in violence, why not ban it? That's her point.
I have another point similar.
You have, surely,
Lawrence,
if you're going to
Excuse me.
That they moved away from the black issue to Muhammad.
No.
But anyway,
I'm not.
I mean, it's
that's not
not
fair.
Let me
That's
ask
not
you a
fair.
question.
I mean, I can go
I'm
into
saying
Muhammad
you're
because
making
I have
a
another
point.
question about
We're not saying
that.
that. We're asking
Can I ask a
him
question?
that he wants it banned.
Let me answer your question about Muhammad, right? Because I hear this all the time, and I have no idea how it is, by not drawing a picture of a guy you probably know nothing about, an attack on your free speech. It just baffles me.
That's the whole reason of
We're
free
discussing
speech.
it. We're discussing it.
Do
legal.
any of you even know what Muhammad even
Yes.
looked like?
No, it's
What
supposed to
colour
be
hair
an
did he
insult.
have?
You don't know absolutely. Nobody knows absolutely what
here's the
Jesus
problem.
looked like.
It wasn't
Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain.
What type of
You're
picture?
going out
he
of your
wasn't
own.
white.
The problem with it,
He
you're
was
going out of your
Middle
own
Eastern. Of
way
course
just
he
to
wasn't
insult
white.
loads of people.
I'm not going out of my way, and none of these people are.
Wait, hold on. Can we just keep
Not
it
even a
simple?
I'm not
question.
offended by someone.
in the word in them days, Middle Eastern.
Let's talk about. Can we just talk about the Charlie Hebdo? You raised it. It's a really good point.
Right,
Let's
can you
just deal with
describe
that.
the picture? Because he seems to think it was a nice portrait.
I don't. What the?
No, he's on your side. He's actually saying
No,
he's on
listen
your
to what
side.
he said
Yeah.
in relation to no one knew what he looked like. That has nothing to do with the picture.
Yeah, but he's using argument by
that's not the
authority.
point
That's
I'm
what
trying
he's
to make,
trying to
Stop.
do.
Listen what I'm saying to you. I'm saying the point was whether it was meant to be insulting or mocking, etc. Do you understand?
There's no doubt it was intended to be insulting.
Listen,
No
course it
doubt.
was.
Hold
That was
on,
the
listen.
point of it.
Bro, I'm trying to get there, if that's okay. So I'm saying in relation to this particular thing that you're saying, as in mocking, I always look at things in context.
What was the point? What point are you trying to make? I've
No, I'm
lost
saying
it.
your question,
Yeah.
it's a long answer because of context. So I'm saying come with something else.
We're arguing that context is irrelevant.
To me personally, I think that trying to control somebody's freedom of speech is trying to control someone's human nature.
Would you say that about yourself, for instance?
I think that you're taking away someone's humanity by trying. Yeah, you're taking
Would
away
you say that
someone's
about yourself?
humanity by trying to limit their speech.
What about yourself? If somebody put posters of you, changed how you look like, called you some bad names and so on, yeah, and put posters of you, put your head on pawns and
It's happened to me.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
It's
Would you be
happened to
happy
me
about
before.
it?
I
Would
was
you-
not happy about
Right.
it. Did I do
Would you-
anything
would
about
you
it?
want
No.
it to be, so you don't mind if it's... Hold on. I'm saying...
I don't care. If somebody wants to make a fucking meme about me, make a meme about me. Go ahead.
I'm
I don't care.
saying, and put all this different information that's fake
We're on
about
camera.
you.
We've got
so
memes
much
already.
I know, right?
so much so that you would treat it differently in society. How would you feel?
Well, there's laws about that for slander.
Hold on, let her finish, man.
Can I say something?
Why can't you just answer one question?
I'm sorry. Can you ask me a question again?
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's say what they said about you affected affected you when you went to the shops, when you went to work, when you went wherever you were, you could see whatever they were saying about you on social media affected your life.
Sounds like Tommy Robinson.
How people responded to you. How would you feel? Would you be okay with that?
I would.
You
I
would still support
I would. I would.
You
still
defend that,
support
wouldn't you? Defend it.
I defend it. I would just stand up for myself. I don't have the right. If somebody, it's the truth. You don't even know. I have experiences in that. I had a Twitter account. I'll give you an example. I had a Twitter account. I had 50,000 people that followed me. Okay.
What that gentleman raised is a really important point. This guy here, we need to come back to it. Yeah.
One day somebody, it was an anonymous account. One day somebody,
Please, one at a time.
it was an anonymous account. Somebody one day
But it
leaked
needs discussing. What you said.
Somebody one day leaked my information, a picture of me, all of these things. Because of that, because of somebody leaking that picture to my 50,000 followers, they went, so a lot of people went and made memes of me, did things like that, etc. What do? You get off social media.
Okay, how did they treat you at work?
They called my office, they wrote reviews on my phone.
How did they treat you? How did people treat you at work? Were they different? Did people not talk to you and say, I don't really want to hang around with you?
I mean, I have
Did
gotten
people
that
call
for
you names
using
in
free
school?
speech. Yeah, I've argued on bulletin boards where people have called my office and then I get weird comments at work like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Get treated differently. Yes, I have.
So on the street, in the shops, at work, generally your general life, everywhere you were treated
You mean
differently?
like the times where I've been asked if I have horns in my head because I'm a Jew? Or I mean, well, you're asking me if things in my personal life have been affected. Yes.
I'm saying in relation to
Yes,
this Twitter.
for my personal life.
Okay, look, it's all right.
We've moved on a bit there.
You're not really.
Yeah, okay, sorry. In my personal life, things I have been affected.
Can I make another point?
Asked her a question. Did they treat her different? And she's actually giving you answers, and you're not even listening.
I didn't just
my
say
brother.
different. I gave an example of what that
No,
means to be
well,
different.
she's saying, did they draw horns on her and ask her if she had horns under her hair? That is the example of being treated different.
No, I gave an example. It's all right, go on.
Let's get back to an important
Yeah,
point
go on.
here, right? We will come back to your thing in a minute.
I think there's a hole in the nose.
You're going to have to define the terms and conditions
Let's see your
under which we can ban words. You're going to have to be very specific.
I agree with you.
And you weren't doing that. So in all fairness,
We can't do it with
I'm not trying to abuse you. I'm just
No, but I'm saying, how's that
saying.
going to happen?
No, I know. Listen to me.
Be real, man.
When we try
Freedom
to
of
do that-
speech, freedom of saying. If it was me and you,
Yeah.
and it
we
was
would
a
do
more.
that.
I'm
But
saying,
I think we would clash.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure we would
It's
clash
not about
on this.
clashing. I'm saying the fact
It
that
is
we
about
can.
clashing.
You know what I'm saying? Once we can get a conversation flowing,
Yeah.
where when you speak,
Yeah.
I'm quiet. When I speak, you're quiet, and we can converse civilly. I'm saying we can then go through it. But what I'm saying is,
Totally agree.
there's no point me trying to get a whole context, a framework,
No.
and I can't even get that
That's
out.
fine, but I'm saying that in order for you to talk about banning words and concepts like drawings of the Prophet Muhammad, whatever, we're going to need to get very clear terms and conditions under which it
No, I
would
agree.
be. Because if we don't
I
do
agree
that,
with you.
yeah,
I
exactly,
no, I
agree.
bruv,
And this is
that
where
is
I
the
think
context and framework.
I think it's incredibly difficult. I think it's almost
I
so
agree
difficult
it
to be
is.
impossible.
I agree it is. I agree it
Brother,
can be
do you mind me
difficult.
asking, can I ask one question?
Sorry,
To the young gentleman.
sorry.
Now, say for example, you've heard of types of drawings, innit? Some people like to draw very satire types of pictures. Some people try to do like the Charlie Hebdo. That is.
It wasn't subtle.
It's like, you know, not what it really is how he perceives it. Is that a crime?
I want to explain the whole Charlie Hebdo thing.
No, I'm asking you.
We want to get back to what he said, which is linked to
After
this.
that, we'll address it. I would just ask
Yeah.
you a question. Now, say for example, if someone draws, for example, the prime example that we tend to see is the Jewish thing. You know, this guy that's looking and grabbing money and all the rest. Now, does
Yeah, the guy with the
that
big nose and the
That's so
creepy
in bad
hair.
taste, mate.
The nose, the big nose.
We all agree that it's
always
very
like,
tasteless.
look,
to
look,
make these very anti-Semitic like jokes and normalise the idea of all Jews are money grabbers.
So should we now, should those people now that are doing that go out and come and then kill the person that's
Well,
drawing
that's
it?
the point I'm trying to make. No, they shouldn't have been killed, but they should be allowed to legally prosecute someone for a blatant,
What, for a photo, for a drawing?
racist depiction of a Jewish person.
Why?
Shouldn't we all
Why?
agree on that?
Why?
No, we
Why?
don't agree with that.
Now let me.
Why?
All right, let me explain. Let me explain the whole Muhammad drawing a picture.
No,
thing.
let's stick
No,
with
let me finish because you never seem to understand because you've never come from that
Let's
kind of
not
shit.
I have.
No offense for being
I'm
fucked.
an ex-Muslim.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. No. If you ever been to a crowded elevator?
Yes.
Okay, now when you've been in a crowded elevator, when you've been in a crowded elevator, have you ever done the massive fart so everyone will smell it?
To be honest with you, I had a girlfriend that once did one, exactly in that kind
And how did the other fucking people feel? Did they want to smell her fart?
I can't believe we're now talking about
I'm
black
sorry
children.
let me explain to her.
Slightly
What they
embarrassing.
did is that they held their nose, kept their mouth shut. Look, I'm giving the exact example of what they did. And then they left the room because they were civil.
Do you know what else is civil? Not farting in a crowded elevator. Like,
My
you
dear
don't
fellow.
need to
Let's
fart in a
talk- can we
crowded
not talk about
elevator.
flatulence? Can we
You
just
don't
talk
need
about-
to draw a picture of a
I want to just get back to
Let's
what
go
this
back
gentleman
to-
said.
I'm not a Muslim,
Please,
but I
please,
understand
it's
why
been a
it's
big
just
waste
not
of time.
cool. It's just
Yeah.
like a shitty thing to do.
I'm
They're
assuming
doing
that
it
you're
to
very
piss people off.
Are you a left, what we call the left? I will say you are.
I'm centre left.
He's
I will,
backwards,
I'm not like
I will say you're more.
He's
more
reversing.
No,
leaning
I'm just saying, it's just don't be a dick. It's simple as
There's
that.
a difference, mate. None offending.
Zane, can we
I'm
get
a
back to
very,
this- can we get back
I'm
to
very
this
tough
point?
skin, so offending me is going to be a very.
Let's not
very
make it all
long thing.
personal. Let's
Now,
just
what
get
I'm
back to
trying
the core of
explain-
the argument.
What I'm trying to
It's
explain,
cool.
being, see, that's the epiphany of starting to curtail free speech. All right, like if you're telling no,
but
you
it's-
can't
he-
do
yeah,
that,
but he's-
you can't say that,
they
you
are
can't
trying
draw
to do
that. Guess
But you
what?
don't need to do that.
No,
either.
my dear, my
you
brother,
could go your entire life without drawing a picture of Muhammad.
It's not a case
not
of
everybody
I
wants
have to. It's a case of if I choose to, it should be all right.
Can I say?
I.e., if I want to draw my mum, okay, getting spit roasted. My brother, I'll use very extreme example so we could. Then you don't go, oh my God. Oh, but you wouldn't. I will
got this
take the
terrible
most
image now.
And then we have the
if that's
perfect
what
example.
I want to do,
There we
they
have the
should be able
perfect
to do it.
example
Now,
of the
it
mentality.
doesn't- I'm not saying that you've got the right or you've got an obligation that you must go
now we're
and
talking
view that.
about
Look,
spit
as somebody,
that
I'm
picture.
somebody who
But
I make
your right is that you can go
I'm
not
on your
view it
side
or you can
completely.
come view it. Now, someone that Charlie Hebdo.
How was Charlie? I don't agree with him getting killed. I just don't agree with the
I love this
Justin
guy.
Dick shit he's making.
But no, you're making an excuse.
I'm not making.
You're saying that they shouldn't have done
They
it.
shouldn't have done it.
I think you should
Oh,
have
yeah,
just
yeah,
gotten
no,
a
yeah,
fight.
ideologically,
I
I don't
colour
know, maybe I am, I don't
I'm
know.
religious, yeah. and
Scandinavian,
if
I think.
someone was something of my good, I'd be upset.
Set. Yes.
Because I get offended. But that doesn't mean I want to make it illegal, go out there or kill anyone.
I don't draw Sikh or he's.
I'm not saying they should be thrown in jail. I think they should apologise for being disrespectful.
People get a misconception about
Why?
freedom of speech.
Why
It
do they
doesn't-
need to apologise?
Because it's just not cool to
brother,
go around abusing
All right,
people.
no, well that means
not
that
cool.
you.
But
that-
not cool shouldn't
that-
equate
Hold
to
on,
illegal.
Steg. Look, listen. Let's just go back. Comedy, the basis of comedy is exactly that.
All right,
A lot of comedy is
let's
that.
say.
Don't give me an
do you think
example because I'm
rape
just
is-
going to
do
say.
you- Do you think joking about rape is comedy?
Fine, absolutely fine.
You think rape is funny?
I think
No, that you can joke
this is
about
the
it.
point.
Don't be
No,
so
you
silly.
can
Sorry,
joke
I'm losing
about
it.
it.
You can joke about rape.
Hold on.
Yes.
Yes.
What about child porn? Can we joke about that?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Joke about it, not do
This is
child
the
rape,
basis
not
of what
do
I'm
rape.
making society.
Ridicule
Can I
it.
ask a question?
What if
then?
your child
Can I-
got
Ricky
molested?
Gervais
Is it
went
funny
on.
then?
Can I ask a question?
I wouldn't find it funny.
Ricky Gervais
But I'm not
made
going
a
to say
joke
to him,
about
don't
child
find it
porn.
funny or don't find
and
it
he
funny.
ridiculed
Can you ask a question?
Who am I
in
to
a
do
jokey
that?
way.
It's just not cool.
Are you not becoming
Brother,
Sunnis?
we're not having a
You not
cool.
become Sunnis?
We are
Treat
then
people
going
how you want to be
Sunnis.
treated.
Sunnis
It's as simple
Sunnis
as
man
that.
could be-
You're going down a very dark
You're
road.
not crazy.
By then
It's
saying
not-
your emotions, top my rights.
I've never seen it.
I
No,
I
it
don't
is.
care. A picture of Prophet Muhammad
Am I
doesn't
awake?
offend me.
It seems
I just
to.
understand that. I just don't think it's
It
a nice
seems
thing
to.
My
to do.
nose in the
you
way.
know,
Can I ask him a question?
Please.
And the whole point was to piss
Let me
people
ask
off.
you a question. Should the Merchant of Venice be banned?
No. Wait, what is the Merchant of Venice?
It's a very anti-Semitic film.
It's a Shakespeare.
No, because that's like old-fashioned type of thing. No, wait for it. No,
That's handy.
I know, I get it. All right, so you know,
There's
have you ever seen the Aristocats, right?
Hold on.
Yes.
Now, that's a good film, cute cartoon, right?
sorry, you talking about the
But-
Disney film?
No,
We're
let me
really
explain
gonna
it.
talk
There's a
about
racist bit where there's this Asian cat
Yeah.
doing the chopsticks on the piano. If you show that to children, they'll think it's acceptable to make fun of Asian.
No, do you know what they'll see? They'll see cat.
They see that
They
they're
see
Chinese.
cat.
Now
They
show
see
it.
cat
I'm saying show it to an
acting
adult,
funny.
but it's inappropriate to show
No,
that
they
to a
will see
child,
cat
They see cat.
acting
Blazing
funny.
Saddles. I think that film's hilarious because it was a different time. I love Blazing Saddles, right?
But yet you find fighting in an elevator, packed elevator, offensive.
No, I don't find it offensive. I just
I
don't.
find
I don't
it
want to
funny.
smell. I don't want to
Please.
smell someone's
Let me just ask
fart.
him a simple
Let's
question.
move
My
on.
dear
Move on.
fellow,
disgusting.
it's not.
Who
Don't
wants
go
to
into
smell
a.
someone's fart?
Make sure that
Fart
you
right
go
now.
into.
Right,
Cool with
thanks.
it.
Please.
To be honest with you, it really wouldn't offend me. Go on.
I can't believe it.
I get a life.
Come take over everything. From your humanity.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to
In relation to what you both said in regards to the raping people, as you're joking about it.
Joking about it.
I just said joking. So, do you agree that sometimes when you joke about something over and over, it actually desensitizes?
It normalises.
Desensitizes?
Same thing.
Okay. So,
hold on.
But let me explain.
Please, go for it.
I just wanted to see what you...
The moment you desensitise it or normalise it, the comedian will immediately move to something else.
Thank you.
Because it ceases to be funny. The reason it is funny is because it is offensive.